It's mid-morning in Accra, and a group of bike riders are inspecting their motorcycles before hitting a capital city busy route for the day's delivery as lunchtime orders start to come in. Lawrence Akakpo removes a battery that powers his bike from its plug, fixes it to the seats on the two-wheeler, picks up his full delivery bag and moves quickly to a pickup point where there's an order waiting to be delivered to a client. He owns a Wahu bike, an electric-powered motorcycle that is part of a wave of electric utility vehicles impacting on job opportunities and the environment across the continent. Unsure of where to turn to after graduating from school, Akakpo came across Wahu as an opportunity to earn a living.
I happened to find Wahu 3 to 6 months ago, and actually I was at home and I saw one of the old riders riding the Wahu electric bike, which was so beautiful and so fun. And the best aspect of it is they use it to earn a living. And I decided to join Wahu so I can have a living as well, because sitting at home as a graduate wasn't anything ideal.
Akakpo, like other 150 Wahu riders, owes his livelihood to the vision of Valerie Labi, co-founder and CEO of Wahu Mobility. What started as a project in the northern part of Ghana with the converting of regular motorbikes to electric bikes with the help of like-minded friends bettered what is known today as Wahu Mobility. The startup describes itself as an electric vehicle company that manufactures eco-friendly motorbikes, providing a reliable source of income for youths. The young rider feels he has more control of his life since powering the motorcycle requires only the turning on a switch to charge the battery instead of being at the mercy of unpredictable fuel prices. Maintenance and support from the mobility company also offers riders like him much comfort.
I charge my battery, let's say once a day. That's the 2 pairs, once a day. But in a case where I use the bike for a longer journey, let's say, or more deliveries, based on the speed, it's just like buying petrol. If the bike consumes more battery, that means you are overriding it or you are overspeeding. So it will also drain the battery at a faster rate.
The average cost per charge of the battery is 4 Ghana cedis. That can take a bike around 70 kilometers. Fortunately for the young startup company, convincing traditional motor riders to switch to electric bikes has been easy because of the huge savings they make on fuel. Every Wahu bike rider goes through special training on how to use the e-bikes before hitting the road.
At the heart of transport really are delivery riders. There's delivery riders across all major African cities, and that's really our target market. How can we get a good quality electric vehicle that they could ride safely to do their delivery?
Wahu also infuses technology initiative into its operation. The factory where the bikes are assembled and maintained is solar-powered and completely off-grid, creating energy efficiency and sustainability. The company is extremely particular about the impact of the business on climate. The bikes are tracked to measure their environmental impact with every kilometer driven, helping to prevent carbon emissions.
For us, the important thing has been we drive what we call lifetime value. So most people, when they're selling vehicles, look at how much did I buy it for and how much did it cost to produce. But our whole thing is how can you turn the vehicle into a revenue generating asset over time? So one around brokering carbon finance, around earning revenues on delivery, allowing our riders to actually meet their payment plans and pay off over time. Even things like advertising on bike, using the bike I mentioned to collect data like air quality data and road safety. Using the bike as a tool is what really drives us to be able to monetize.
Partnership was the major breakthrough for Labi when she partnered with the like-minded people to establish Wahu Mobility. Localization was key, with Wahu aiming for the significant local content in each bike. Labi also expressed disappointment at the lack of regulatory measures for innovations in product development in automotive industries and the lack of support for riders. Despite the challenges, Wahu is optimistic about its long-term goal of turning the company into a revenue-generating asset over time and exporting to countries across Africa.
I prefer Wahu because I don't have problem with police, number one. Number two, I don't have problem with buying petrol. All I need is just to charge. And literally, I can go anywhere I want.